Well, with Halloween just 5 nights away, a warning tonight to parents getting costumes ready for their kids.
Yeah, unlike children's sleepwear, there are no specific federal safety regulations governing children's costumes.
Ross is here with the results of a McLaughlin on your side burn investigation.
Yeah, you nailed it. Burn investigation. We got the charred remains right here. No one wants to see this happen on Halloween, especially with jack-o'-lanterns and fireworks. It's a recipe for disaster. We bought these costumes to illustrate potential dangers.
I want to be Batman.
You want to be Batman?
You've really got to pay attention to how you dress your kids. Take a close look at the labels.
I look at the age and the size.
Good advice. Some costumes are clearly marked for adults and contain warnings about open flames.
Well, nobody really has open flames anymore, so I don't really think about it.
But at Halloween, there can be surprises. Fireworks and costumes don't mix. And they can come at you without warning.
We get a lot of burns from kids setting off firecrackers and fireworks.
That's why the Vancouver Fire Department teamed up with us to demonstrate the dangers. This frozen dress was passed over the flame for a little more than 2 seconds, and it started to melt. Add a little more heat with a torch, and this afro wig, which had no flame warning, lights up and keeps burning. Something that could happen if you get in the way of fireworks. The skull hood took more than 10 seconds to catch fire, but when it did, it kept burning.
This definitely is not safe if it catches on fire.
And this blue wig, which had a flame warning, barely caught fire at all. Our tests weren't scientific, but the firefighters say this demonstrates the different flammability properties of different materials, like the black cape, which caught fire and then went out, but the collar that contained foam really lit up. And they were especially concerned about what happens when the flame is pulled away.
When you pull the material away from the flames, it should go out. As you can see, it's still burning, so it's not a fire retardant material.
It doesn't mean it's unsafe. This is a demonstration. It means you have to be cautious.
And this is what it would be stuck to your skin.
Something to think about.
Oh, that one does fit you well, Adrian.
So that we all have a fun and safe Halloween.
It's adorable. We'd have to
Most of the products we tested were made in China. They're supposed to be regulated, and Canada does have rules in place for that.
Okay, but what are the rules?
And that's where it gets a little bit tricky, Colleen. You see, there are standards for sleepwear for children, very strict standards. Then there are flammability requirements for other textile materials. And then there's the all-encompassing safety regulation for importing or selling materials that could be dangerous or hazardous to your health. And we don't know whether these violated any regulations. We cannot say that. All we can say is they're made of fabrics that could go up in flame, and there is some danger here. So you've got to be careful. You've got to be cautious. You've really got to be smart about this stuff.
Yeah, timely test. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
What do you got tomorrow?
All right, tomorrow we've got a great one coming up tomorrow. It's a story that affects millions of Canadians. Maybe getting double billed when you change your TV or internet bundles to another provider. You no longer have to give 30 days notice, but that does not mean that some providers are giving up on charging you. Who's doing it? Who's not? We'll have that story tomorrow at 6.
I almost did it today.
Yeah. You
I'll
be careful.
wait.
Be careful. You'll see what we got tomorrow. It's
Okay.
big.
Good. Okay, Ross, thank you.